institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Beavers offense will have first crack at this one. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game...
There he goes! We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Beavers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. This crowd, full of throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The short hands, it's Guerrero. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. This crowd knows when to bring it. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the defense aimed, got him at the 27.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So the Oregon Ducks offense will take the field for the 1st time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Or right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Extending the play. On the move at the 30. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick the field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Hard to imagine this is only their 1st drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback hauled up 2 and sacked at the 12. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Creates a little space. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Unloads to the right. Finds a man in the middle. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence felt and making seeking the stop after a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Beavers decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly. What you need to move the ball down the field. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Ducks will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's the pressure. Finds his man. It's Weeks. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1 this connection worked. Week 2 this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll drag him down after a good return. Interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We are just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Flushed out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown! State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. That's caught. It's Dennis. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And the Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk.
Looking for a huge play. got it.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
They run the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. On the move. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Beavers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Scrambling away. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there. 3rd and goal for the offense. He'll keep it on the sneak. Scores on the sneak. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
He worked his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolled. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now. You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He wants to go deep. Can't make the catch on the deep. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.